Good day time, my fuzzy ice. Welcome back to Animal Crossing Day 231. Gonna be honest, it's like 7:51 a.m. on the 18th. I literally got finished on the day 230 day, and I figured I'm here anyways playing. I might as well do the day 231 beginning for the acrobatic thing and just do that quickly, as probably not gonna be up this early for it later, and I really need them. So here we are, literally like 10 minutes after my day 230 thing. Tired, wanting bed, but figuring, hey, let's get acrobatic. Oh, hello there, Fuzzy. Let me see your card. According to our count, you have 7. Oh, it's 7, including today. Yippee! Feels good to wake up bright and early. Yeah, sure it does. Like I said, literally that's it. That's all I want. Because I'm not waking up this early on Monday morning, or staying up this late Monday morning. I should have been in bed a long time ago. But either way, that's the end for me. Thank you, my brothers, for watching, and I'll see you literally in a little bit for the actual day 231 on the actual 19th, when I say, or start with a good day time, my fuzzy-ites, and welcome to, Animal Crossing, day 231. Woo. We're making it slow and steady. So, around town. Fuzz Fuzzville, we'll get started. Yep. What's your name? Fuzzy. Oh, of course. So, I'm getting things ready for you, Fuzzy. Don't drop the power or the memory card. Maybe there's too little in there. Thanks for waiting. Have fun in Fuzzville. Alright. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have all these guys. Oh. What? Wait, what? Why am I down here? So it's a nice day in the neighborhood. And he threw it all away. Yo, hey. Threw that all away. A stunning sewing machine. Anything interesting? No. Alright, so a normal day is ahead of us, and we're actually on time-ish, as it's just after 2 p.m. on August 19th. As I said before, 2 is when I would like to start doing these, and I need to get in that time. I'm just horrible. No other way to go about it. My sleep schedule is not the best. But a lot of times it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, working. Oh, I should go to bed. Working. And so sleep isn't there. Which is on me, 100%. Yeah. So I plan to just go around, get the normal stuff, fix up this place, or get the weeds from this place. And go from there. Oh, hey, Gracie. Check it out, 1,000 bells. Oh, I'm Gracie, the famous ginger. Can I help you, darling? I'll just look at you. Love your bod, babe. It's to die for. Tee, your clothing, though, simply not addressed to the ages. My brother having the parts of mine adventure car. Oh, sultry silhouette. But oh, it's something favor my car. Don't be daffy. Okay, really fast, really fast. I've missed the last 3 for some reason. I don't want to miss this one too. So we're gonna mash like we never mashed before. Which, why would you make it? Thumbs up. Oh, it's spotless. Thank goodness. You're doing something that I promised. I designed it, of course. One question is, are you passionate enough to pull it off well? Oh, I already have giraffe print, don't I? Oh. No, not into that. Again, that's the problem is with random occurrences. Sometimes I don't actually get what I need to get. Which is why I say, like, I don't know if it's going to be the money that's going to be the problem. The money, at least, I have a constant way of getting money. And can make enough money, not easily, but still in some sort of time. But it's with the other stuff that's RNG, that's where it gets a little complicated. Just a little bit complicated. Just a little bit complicated. So, what have I been up to? Not much, writing. Yeah, I'm doing a new thing with, quick review. They're not just going to be called a review of. Because I'm actually writing stuff out before, and not just off the cuff. And I'm gonna try and get video of whatever I talk about, like the gameplay, and put it behind it. It's still going to be rudimentary, with some key moments lining up, but others, yeah, I don't know. But that's the next evolution. What I need to do Curry's Pinball by the 20-something. I think the first episode comes up on the 22nd, second episode and final episode 24th. So by the 26th, I need to have it out, updated and all that, which is fine. I will make it. Yeah. So yeah, I look forward to that. If people even care about the quick reviews, I'll actually have gameplay behind them now. Woo. Also been going back over all my videos, which is at least 1,000. So it's going to be a kind of long process. Where I'm changing up the end screen, where before I'd have like the previous game that I did. And then like the game and then the series. I'm still going to have like the series or franchise and whatnot in game. But now I'm also adding in the style or genre, the genre of game. So for example, Grounded, I just did that one. I have added in into a playlist for crafting survival, as well as Shrunken. I like the Shrunken aesthetic, and there's quite a few games that are shrunk, so, you know. Gotta love it. So I'll be going through every video and redoing that. The only one I've done it for that you'll be able to see at the moment is Grounded. The solo run I did, if people are curious. And yeah, that and the one the single Dead by Daylight episode I did, which I'll have to do another one soon because they've had so many characters out. I just have so much going on already. One of the things about my channel, playing like old games and whatnot, is there's a lot of old games that I haven't even touched. I say this every time, but there's some series that I just haven't even touched yet that I really want to, like Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Lord of the Rings. There's some games I want to play for that. Xenoblade Chronicles. And all that jazz. Which is fine. It's not like I'm playing bad games, or not bad games, but games I don't need to play. The problem is that there's so many good series out there that I need to play, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll get to them. Because right now I'm going through Epic Mickey, because there's the new game coming out shortly, on the September 25th, so I hope to have my game up and running before then. Or my stuff up and running pretty soon. Welcome! A stove? Does a stove interest you? Have I gotten the stove before? No. Oh, thank goodness. No, I have this one. Oh, you. Loud line. Oh, I might have you. Yeah, I got you. I think I got this one. Rare. Yeah, so going back through all my old content, recalibrating it. Because the problem with how I did it before is, like, so I'd have the game, what? No, I'm not selling to you. For example, what should be on the channel? The Elder Scrolls Arena, that's going on my channel at the moment. So what I do for the end screen for that one, or should be for now, it's probably not complete, is have the first spot being the game I did previously, the main series I did previously. Can't remember what that was. And then beside it is the, oh yeah, join me or whatever, subscribe thing. Bottom left is the game, Elder Scrolls Arena, and then to the right is Elder Scrolls Arena franchise, the Elder Scrolls franchise. So any game in the Elder Scrolls format. The problem with that is I can do quite a lot. Quite a lot with it. Or I can't really do much until I know what episode's coming out before it. For example, what episode came before it? Okay, 3. Hockey? Donkey Kong Hockey, maybe? I don't know. That's not updated, and I'm changing the thing anyways. But what I would do is have the problem with, because I make a lot of videos, like currently right now I have waiting to be uploaded and whatnot, Kirby's Pinball Land, which will be going up on the channel next. Oh, turnip prices. Next-ish after whatever the last short one I did. That's almost done. I think today's the last. No, tomorrow's the last day for it. Oh, it was the Game & Watch Gallery 3. $760. Ooh. That's a good price, but not what I'm going for. But the thing is, I can't put into the end screen what the next one will be until, you know, I know, because sometimes it changes. Like right now, my next big gaming thing after Arena should be the Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memory. But because Epic Mickey is coming out, and apparently that game is over 17 hours long, and I don't know if that's running through it or not, obviously it's gonna take me a while, so that's probably gonna be my next big game, as I like to cut it up into hours. And so I have to adjust. So I can't have, I couldn't take the Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memory and put in the top left part where I put previous games, the Elder Scrolls Arena, because now that's false. And also there's other things where there's like quick one-offs we did, like Ember and whatnot, that don't follow that same formula and get kind of jumbled into the mix willy-nilly. So you know, it's a thing. Oh, I didn't take any of the insects. How you doing? Yeah, let's get started. So yeah, now I'm switching it up so that also there are some game series that aren't in a franchise. So it's like, what do I do for those few games that don't have a franchise? And just end with them. There's only so much I can do with that, right? Like for example, what did I do? I've done a few that are like that, where the game series just not ends, but just like it just doesn't have any more. What have I played like that? Or what could I play with that? Maybe that's better to think about. Come on, a game series that has like one game in it, and that's it. I can't remember. But anyways, but for those games that only have one game in it and aren't a part of a series, Wendell on the 21st. But you know, if a game series doesn't have any other games to it, then I can't really do a franchise thing. So that opens it up for like, oh hey, you need something else here. Dead by Daylight. There it is, Dead by Daylight. So like, Dead by Daylight doesn't have. There is a Dead by Daylight sequel, Hooked on You. Did I check the water? Water! I should have came up on the water just to check for Gulliver. So if a game series doesn't have any other games in the series, if a game doesn't have any other games in the series, and it's just done there, I kind of need to, you know, move to something else. Or I have to put something else there. Which a lot of time I put the, oh yeah, put whatever's last thing and whatnot. Which is fine, but not the best. So this way I can have it, like, the new way it'll be is the top left will have the game. Also, there's also games that I play once, and, or I play one bit of it, and I don't really go back. Excuse me. Or rather, there's not enough there for more than one episode. Like a lot of the arcade games that I've done, I can't really go like, oh yeah, hey, let's put in like a series of one game and whatnot. So, you know, kind of have to take that and do with it as I will. But the new way I'm doing it now is like, the top left will be the game itself, or whatever. We'll see what I do for quick games and whatnot. Hello. Yeah, I like to sell. But Perfect World, the top left, is now going to be the game I'm playing. So, for example, Banjo-Kazooie, that's where it'll be. The top right will still be my subscribe to me thing. Bottom left will then be the series franchise it is, so like the Banjo-Kazooie series will be there. And then bottom right will be the one of the playlists of what genre it is. So for example, Banjo-Kazooie is a collectathon / platformer. I'd probably name it put there either the platformer or collectathon. Whatever I felt better about at the time. Maple. Oh, yeah, I think I have seen this. Yep. Got it, apparently. But yeah, so that's the main thing I'm doing with that. So that'll take a while to go through, change up, and all that jazz. And then also, doing it that way, I don't have to stop and then go back. Or go on and then go back to previous things I've done for the end screen. Because even now, I'm pretty sure there's a few of them that are just missing something. Because I didn't go back to change it to anything yet. But yeah. So that's kind of how it's going in my own... that's how it's going in my do whatever I'm doing type of thing. Oh, turnips. Can't forget turnips. Turnips for what? $90. Pathetic. So yeah, doing that, changing that up. With the quick reviews, I've written out the Kirby Pinball Land and the Putt-Putt joins the parade. The Sonic one, I think I'm close to being done. And like I said, we'll see how that goes. I'll do that and see. Because the quick reviews do get a lot of views on them. So I think adding in, like, actual, you know, showing the game itself and whatnot could be really, really good. But we'll see. As always, time will tell. It's just one of those things I don't have a lot of time to do things. And for shorter games, it's fine to get the images because there's not much there to do to get all the pictures and whatnot. Granted, for even the longer games, I can just kind of run right through a bit. Alright. Going to Cozy Cove, Origami's World.
Cozy Bay.
Hmm?
I mean Cozy Bay.
Yes, Cozy Bay. Cozy Bay. That's it. That's it. Yes, yes. Besides that, I haven't finished it yet, but I watched a bit of the Terminator Genesis. I think it's the only Terminator I hadn't seen up to this point. And so I'm trying to watch more of my DVDs and movies. Because I have a lot of movies that I can't really see. I'm not going to change. Just in case I show Origami by accident. And she don't want to be on camera. But I have a lot of movies that I just haven't watched yet. So I've been trying to go through and watch all the movies I haven't watched yet. That's been working fine. Because I can set up I have my PS4 to the TV and I just watch through there. That way I can watch it while I do other stuff. Yeah. And it works out pretty well. Good day, aren't you, little bitty building through and fro? Tell me, what can officer whatever do for you? 31st, something's happening here, too. Oh, see, we don't have anything. Sorry, go away. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. But I watched Terminator Genesis. Or been watching it. I haven't watched it fully. I think I'm an hour and whatever into it. And I just shut the door.
I'm gonna shut the door for me. I don't know what he's talking
Oh, the door has to be open because it gets warm in here. It gets really warm with the computer and everything else I have on. Or everything else I can be on. It's not great. Not great. Where were they going? Oh, Genesis. Watching it. And it's just weird. Because spoilers for a movie, and also I know I've heard a lot about like people not liking it, and I understand completely why. It's. What are you doing? What do you want, my son? Huh? Yeah. Hey, Tara, Tara J. Wolfie might have to postpone today's recording for a bit. For internet down and whatnot. Okay. That's fine. Just, let me know when you're good to go. Or if we have to postpone completely. Other things. You stop it. You want a pipe? Huh? Is that what you want? I know, she keeps putting her bags on your stuff. Wait, were you rest?
I didn't know where to put it. And that's your bag.
Huh?
And that's your bag.
I'm sorry, Salem. She distracts me too much. No, yeah, I brought it closer to you because you could look into it because you thought your stuff was still in it.
Yeah, and then I pulled my stuff out and I moved it.
Right there.
Hey,
Thanks for understanding. All good, Jay. Like I always say, life comes first, and I know how fickle internets can be. It's not fun when a lot of what we do depends on the internet. Stop that! I love you! I love you! Yeah, so, you know. But yeah, with Terminator Genesis, I understand why people don't like it. It has some really cool moments in it, but it's just, right from the get-go, weird. Because if anyone doesn't know the Terminator series, basically as it goes, there's a guy named Kyle Reese, I think, or whoever, from the future. Skynet, an operating AI system, has taken over the world and sent out Terminators, who are like big metal robot guys, to take over the world. And so Kyle is sent back to save Sarah Connor. They fall in love, have a kid, who grows up to be the savior of humanity in the future. And many, many movies later and whatnot, we start in the future with Kyle and John Connor. John Connor sends Kyle back in time to save his mother, you know, as they do in the original thing. But in this new timeline, apparently, Sarah Connor already knows about the Terminators. A version of the Arnold Schwarzenegger robot was sent back on her 8th birthday to protect her and whatnot. And there's a new thing called Genesis instead of Skynet going up. And so it makes for a weird, like, alternate reality where instead of going back in time, saving Sarah Connor from just one Terminator that looks just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and whatnot. Apparently they tried before on her 8th birthday, yada yada yada, now they know. There's also the liquid metal Terminator thing from Terminator 2. That doesn't look like the one guy from Terminator 2. It's someone new. Does a really good job. Like, everyone in the movie does a really good job acting-wise. And then there's twists later on that are just like, what? And it's just... Time travel movies are already a pain in the butt. Because of, like, paradoxes. And, like, you have to be very careful about what you're showing, or else people are going to be like, oh, well, that wouldn't happen because X, Y, Z, so the whole plot's gone because they wouldn't be able to even do this, yada, yada, yada. And so just having a plotline where Sarah Connor already knows, there's an older Arnold who's protecting her, and has been protecting her for years. They take out the original, the other Arnold bot, or Terminator from the first movie, and whatnot. It's just, they had some cool moments in it, but with the time travel already being weird and wonky with like, oh yeah, now everything's different. We can change it, but can you? Oh, now things have gotten all mixed up and whatnot. Now the future is what we make of it, but is it? It's not the best. But like I said, I like some of the looks in it. It looks really good at points, and whatnot. But again, it's one of those things where they're taking a beloved classic that you know and love and rewriting the beginning of the story, which is fine, but when it's Terminator and everything's can't change, but then it can, and whatnot, because that's what they talk about a lot in these movies, and that's another point of contention is like, oh, well, you can't change the future, everything is predestined to be what it is, but then they do change the future by sending him back, and sending Kyle back in the original and making John Connor to lead the resistance in the future, so it becomes a lot better. But then it kind of doesn't, and it's always kind of flip-flop back and forth on that. Which, unfortunately, the more movies you make, the more like thin line of truth or stuff like that. It kind of gets stretched out and like, wait a minute. So they can change the past? Well, no, it has to happen this way. But if the Terminator did kill Sarah Connor, then the future would be completely different. Yeah, but they can't change the future. No, they can't. And I don't know. I don't look into that much. I like the Terminator series. I'm Yeah, I'll watch. I didn't watch Genesis, but I watched the other one, Dark Fate, which was really good. Salvation was weird. You know. They just have a weird way of doing things. Oh, I haven't been getting trees. Yeah. It's just a weird and they do... I won't spoil anything in case people actually want to watch it. And, like I said, it is something to watch to see how they do some things. But it's just weird having certain things said or do, and they just, like I said, I like when series go back to, like, a point of origin for something that, like, disrupts the flow of their original narrative. If done right, it can be very interesting to see the hero who grows up to be, or the man who grows up to be the hero, suddenly, because of something the villain does in the past, stops him becoming the hero, stays where he is, and then the darker future from that. Really interesting movie, animated movie at that kind of does something like that, where they change up the ebb and flow of the story, is Unhappy Endings, or Unhappily Ever After, or something like that, where one of the fairy tale villains, or in a world of fairy tale, there's like a scale of like good and evil, and it has to be balanced, where, you know, you get the normal stories like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. She goes into the house, eats the stuff, gets found out, runs for it. Snow White eats a poison apple, falls asleep forever, and gets woken back up. Sleeping Beauty, woken up by true love's kiss, etc., etc. So they have to... But one of the evil people, I can't remember who it is, it might be the evil queen, or something like that. She finds the scales, tips it all the way into the darkness, so that evil completely wins every single story. And now, either some random person or someone from one of the fairy tales, I can't remember what, has to fight all the villains in order to get back to the scales to tip them back into the proper order. Because I guess there's a wizard, that's it. The wizard watches over the scales, but he goes on vacation, leaving his 2 henchmen to watch it. And then, you know, they don't watch it close enough. The villain gets in, tips the scales, and boom, you got the story. That's a pretty cool thing. You don't see a lot of what the villains did to their hero or princess counterparts to win and whatnot. But there's a hilarious, funny, or not hilarious, but a good gag going all the way through that I enjoyed. With Rumpelstiltskin, you know, his whole story, if you know Rumpelstiltskin's story, he helps a lady who needs help. She's locked in a dungeon because her dad said, oh, she can turn straw into gold. He helps her out. She eventually gets married to the prince, and while doing it one last time, he goes, hey, I'll do this again for you, but you have to promise me your firstborn. Anyways, it goes on. She doesn't want to go with her firstborn in the future when she has it, and he goes, well, I won't take your baby if you know my name. Say my name and whatnot. In the story, one of her people come across him, gloating about them, never knowing his name is Rumpelstiltskin. She says the name, he leaves, she keeps the baby. On this, she is about to say the name, but I guess forgets or mispronounces it or something, and he gets the baby. And for the whole movie, he's just holding on to the child going like, I wanted the firstborn, but now I don't know what to do with it. So he just has the baby like, I don't know what to do. But that was a good one, mixing up the pre-established stuff and adding in new things or going a different direction. I'll give you Into the Woods is like that, where it takes the classic fairy tales and puts them into one world where they can kind of intermingle together and try and figure things out in a musical setting, no less. Yeah, so like I said, it can work really, really well, but here it just, when you get into time travel and Terminator stuff and whatnot, at a certain point you just gotta realize, like, it doesn't matter. And I mean, it's a movie, so already, like, technically the movie doesn't matter. It's just a movie. It doesn't have any relevance to real life or whatnot. Well, a movie like this. There are other stuff like documentaries that do. I didn't check the last. Oh, whatever. No, nothing. So yeah, just doing the whole rewriting what happened to the story thing can be done really well if they go in the same direction. But this kind of just feels like someone was like, hey, you know what'd be cool? If this person is now just, like, not what you think, and then we can have this person be good, and this person know what's going on, so they become more BA. And it just comes off as just like it seems like someone's fanfic of going like, oh yeah, and then this person, they're evil. Again, not bad. It had some really, really cool parts that I enjoyed quite a lot. Again, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're going into time travel and other things that are very fickle, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I did do with this one. Ain't that nice? But yeah, when you're going into time travel, you have to be very careful. Otherwise, it's like, well, now that it just feels like they can do whatever they want, and that becomes dangerous, because if people feel like, oh, well, with the plot, it doesn't matter what the people do, because the Terminators just send in a giant T-Rex Terminator, and be like, yeah, no, that's normal, that can happen. It can lose its edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna say 7. Just to be safe. 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 there too. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for the day. Fun. Yeah. But yeah, so Genesis has a lot of cool ideas, but it just feels weird. You know? But that's not just all that's not a new thought. I know other people have said the same and whatnot. It's a belief by a lot of people that Genesis is just really weird. But yeah, I think that's all I can do, so that'll be it. Because there's some things I need to do, otherwise I would stay a bit longer and maybe go fishing. But hopefully I can continue the streak of waking up around 2. And go on. So, thank you, my brothers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's just a slow and steady progress to the top. Thank you, and I'll see you next anytime. Take care.